In this video, I'm going to show you guys why Bitcoin is likely getting closer to a major bottom. I'll walk you through the indicators, the structure, and the signals I'm watching as a 12-year market veteran. All right, guys, I'm going to show you a hidden gem right here that I've been using for years and years. And in my opinion, if you understand this one thing, it can change your life as an investor or a trader. So let me just show you what we're looking at here. Basically what this means, these curves right here, what we're looking at is as momentum starts to flatten, as the curve starts to flatten, right? That means bears are getting exhausted and bulls are stepping in. It's that simple, right? So if price were to continue going down on a trend line like this, right? It would totally change the dynamics if it were to bounce off a trend line and then bounce up, right? But since it starts to curve like this and flatten at the bottom, these are the levels that you're going to want to watch for consolidation, right? It happens the same way every single time. Let me zoom in and show you basically what we're looking at here. You see, if price falls down to this level and it doesn't break through the trend line, you got yourself a trade setup. This is an amazing area to start buying long with a stop loss underneath the curve, or even as an investor to start buying here, buying here, buying here. When price falls back and starts to consolidate, these are the levels in this area that you're going to want to start looking to buy when the market is showing signs of strength. It's that easy. It's really simple, ladies and gentlemen. It worked the same way here, right? See, price is falling, the curve is starting to flatten, right? This is the area right here. Consolidation at the bottom is starting to look strong. You can start buying in this area. You can start buying in this area, but you see what I mean? It's holding up above the curve and it's looking really strong. This is exactly what to look for, right? I'll drag you back. It's the same thing here. Exactly the same thing here, right? This would have been an amazing time to buy. And even over here, you can see that even right after the bug crash, it still stayed above the curve. This stuff, TA is so beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. I'll bring you back. And here's another bear market where the exact same thing happened. If you were to buy right here in this area of consolidation, I mean, it was over at that point, right? Ladies and gentlemen, it's a totally effective and simple way to invest and trade. Anyways, moving on. All right, here's another incredible way to find trend reversals and market bottoms, guys. I'm going to keep this super simple. All we're looking at here is 3 legs to the downside. You'll notice on all of these moves, it's the same thing. You'll see 3 legs to the downside. First move, second move, third move. It's not any more complicated than that. You see the first initial move, then the second initial move, and then the third initial move, and then the market finds a bottom. It's the same thing every single cycle. Bring it back to another bear market right here. It's the same thing. First initial move, second initial move, third initial move. And of course, this is subjective to a degree, but so is Elliott wave and every other type of technical analysis. Sometimes it's just as plain as day. First initial move, second initial move, third initial move, reversal. Right? And this happens on smaller time frames as well. It's the same thing. So bring it back over here. First initial move, second initial move, third initial move, reversal. Right? And back over here, it's the same thing. First initial move, second initial move, third initial move, and then a reversal, right? And that's right before the bull market started. So it's the same thing every single time, right? So let me bring it back over here and show you why I'm showing you this. So yeah, so I think we're facing that right here, right now, guys. We have first initial move, second initial move, third initial move, and I believe the bottom is very close, guys. I think this last leg down is going to be the market bottom. We're going to find a market bottom. But of course, we could be looking at something like this where price plays around for a little bit, consolidates, and then maybe even throws one last little move to the downside before it reverses. I don't think it really even matters, right? At this point, we're going to be watching it like a hawk, but I think the bottom is near, ladies and gentlemen. I think even if it does put in another leg, bounce up, and then put another leg to the downside, it doesn't really matter. Buying in this area is going to be a safe bet. I believe this thing is going to turn around and absolutely, completely rip to the upside. By the way, this curve is subjective. I do have it drawn up here, but it's absolutely possible that price breaks underneath here and goes a little bit lower, and this will be the level that we're looking to buy. So there's a few things that we're watching and monitoring to see what happens there. We want to know price, time, and confluence. I want to see price and time and confluence. I want to see what happens at that level. I want to know what time says. I want to know what the timing window is. I want to know where the price range is. And I also want to see where these two things kind of like show some confluence in the same area. All right, so this is super important. I know all you people on this channel are probably sick of it. I talk about it all the time, but it's so important, right? So basically what we're looking at here is every single one of these bear markets are roughly the same amount of time, right? We have 427 days to the downside, 427 days to the downside, 427 days to the downside. So it stands to reason that we're going to be finding the market bottom right here, 427 days to the downside. Like I was telling you guys, we're putting in an A, B, and we're putting in the C pattern right now to the downside. I've been telling you guys we're going to put an A, B, and the C to the downside, and that's exactly what we're doing right here, right now. Now, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get this timing window to match up with the price range, and we're trying to figure this out together. So we'll know more as time progresses. I'm not calling a bottom yet, but I am saying that there is this push to the downside that we're going to have to start watching because, you know, even the Elliott wave is showing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're on the 5th wave right here towards the downside. Not to get too complicated, but basically what I'm saying is the bottom is near, and there's certain things we need to watch out for. And so we need to start monitoring this thing very, very closely, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, moving on. Let's take a look at this flagpole really quick. Take a look at the flagpole target. This flagpole target gives us roughly a target of this trend line, which is right where the previous bull market sparked, where it broke out. Now it's coming back and retesting this level, which is also the flagpole level, which is very interesting because if you look back at the previous bear market, you take this flagpole from here to here and the exact same thing happened, right? This is where the breakout happened. This bull market, price goes up, comes back, retests this level, and then the bull market starts, guys. Like, you can't make this stuff up. Technical analysis is insane. So yeah, moving on. I wanted to show you guys this last chart right here. I find it super interesting. So what we're looking at here is basically just the market cycle. So we got bear market bottom, bull market top, bear market bottom, bull market top, bear market bottom, bull market top, and we're pulling into this bear market bottom level, ladies and gentlemen. So basically all you're seeing here is if you would have bought here, you'd have got rich. If you'd have bought here, you'd have made money. If you'd have bought here, you'd have made money. And if you buy right here, right now in this level, during this pullback, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be crazy, life-changing money. Anyways, I just wanted to present you guys the way I'm seeing the market right now. I see the bottom is coming soon. I think we need to watch it very strategically like a hawk. And if you guys appreciate this content, do me a favor, smash up the likes, stay tuned for more, subscribe, and all that good stuff. I love you guys. I'm out. Peace.